Okay, great, thank you. How are you today?
Hi, how are you? Good. Yes. How's it going? Good. Okay.
I
Good.
couldn't get that on, man.
You too.
Yeah, I
Go
tried.
ahead.
Did it go on
Yes.
before? I guess
It's
it.
precinct council president.
Oh, okay. It's, yeah, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not big. It's not big enough.
This is Stephanie.
Oh,
Hi,
great.
how are you? I've seen.
You were good at the Legionella meeting. The one.
Yes. No, maybe portions of that, but not the entire thing. But what's your question? I'll try to answer either way.
Oh,
That's 1727?
yes.
Okay. Well, I will share just in full transparency that is right across the street from my district in the 71st Assembly District, member Al Taylor. So I just want to put that out there for right now. And in terms of that, member Al Taylor has taken a stance. I'm inclined to be with my brother Al Taylor on where he stands on that. He put forward a fantastic plan of what he thought should be the case, and just know I'm always going to, defer to my member Al Taylor to see where he is to make sure that. And this, let me just also say this: our community, in general, my district as well, inundated with services like this. Been that way my whole life. I've been a Harlemite my whole life, 31 years in, and consistently we're always the dumping ground. And I feel like that has to stop. So just know I'm always going to do what I can to make sure that's not the case in my neighborhood. Any more questions?
Other questions? All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate
You
it.
got a question, Victor? No?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank you all so much. One more thing, I'm sorry, before I go, just always, my office, state office building, right down there, 163 West 125th Street, Suite 911 on the 9th floor. If you want to make a phone call to the office, I'll say the number a couple times like I always do, 212-866-5809. Thank you, Miss Pat. It's been that way for a long, long time. I'll say it one more time, 212-866-5809. Call any time. My office will always service you. I'm going to be in Albany trying to hammer out this budget, but just know I'm always accessible, always available. Anytime you want to chat, my staff is there if I'm not there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Board 9, for the time. As always, I appreciate you all.
Thank you, Member Wright. Appreciate it always. Okay. Ms. Caldwell, I'll be speaking a little bit about 1727 later in the program as well. And I also will invite Assemblymember Al Taylor next month to join us to speak directly to us regarding 1727. So, okay, next up on the agenda is an update from DSNY about the removal of the select Empire bins. Jonathan is virtual online, so please give him your attention. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much. Sorry I couldn't be there 2 months in a row, but just wanted to give a brief update. Nothing? Can't hear me at all? Better? Any better? Any better? Any better? Any better? Nothing? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
All right, people. Hmm. All right.
Can't hear the person that's online.
I can try and join from my phone and get added to the later agenda if I'm not coming through. Sorry. Test, test. Nothing. Interesting.
Yeah, Jonathan, we're working on it.
Okay. Testing, testing.
Department of Sanitation, New York, so we're going to move forward. But what he was talking about, or was going to talk about, is some of the Empire bins, the trash bins that are now in the street. They're going to be moving them for street milling or repaving. I don't have the list of those streets at this time, but they have been doing some of the other streets recently. So he was just going to give us another list of when that's going to happen.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Hopefully it's working.
We'll do treasurer's
No.
report right now. Deidre?
Shucks.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. The treasurer's report is in your packet. As you can see, for this month of April, there's been no changes. The only thing that we've had on there is expenses for office equipment, office supplies. So as you can see from our 51,893, we still have 40,146 that is available for, board needs. I want to just take this moment to thank our chair, Ms. Yutha, and all the co-chairs for coming out to our public hearing that we held on the responses from agencies from the mayor's preliminary budget for FY27. As we went over the responses, we found that there were majority of them were favorable. There were some that they could accommodate but not support. And for those, we've asked the co-chairs to just reach out to the agencies that are involved with those specific requests and follow up. And that's my report. Any questions? Okay, thank you.
Good evening, all. I'll be giving the district manager's report. Yutha Prince, district manager, for those of you who don't know who I am. In addition to my report, I have a few highlights to share with you. Department of Parks and Recreation announced the City Parks Foundation, in partnership with Partnerships for Parks, is hosting a virtual workshop titled Get Involved with Your Park on April 30th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. via Zoom. The session is designed to introduce participants to opportunities for volunteering and community engagement in New York City parks. The workshop will cover ways to participate in park stewardship programs, including leading It's Your Park projects, supporting the city's urban forests, and applying for funding through the NYC Green Fund. Attendees will also have the opportunity to engage directly with program staff through breakout sessions, allowing time for networking. Registration for the session is required and will close the day before the event, so that would be April 29th. You will receive information on how to join the webinar once you register. Questions and registration info can be obtained at academy@cityparksfoundation.org. I also put it in the chat for those that are online. I don't know if you're hearing me. Also, Governor Hochul's office recently announced $5 million in funding allocation, which is available through the New Havens of Opportunity, Peace and Empowerment, that's HOPE. Initiatives in communities with high rates of gun violence. Awards will enable organizations to establish and enhance safe, supportive, and trusted neighborhood havens with consistent, high-quality programming for youth and families in each of the New York City 5 boroughs. This program is administered by the New York State Office of Gun Violence Prevention, which is part of the State Division of Criminal Justice. The HOPE initiative is another key part of Governor Hochul's comprehensive plan to target and reduce gun violence and strengthen communities disproportionately affected by its harmful and deadly consequences. The FY27 executive budget also included nation-leading proposals to address the deadly threat of 3D printed firearms and illegal switches the size of a Lego brick that convert handguns into rapid-fire machine guns. Police and prosecutors across the state support these efforts to combat the emerging threat to this plastic pipeline. Again, approximately 5 million will be made available to support 5 nonprofit, community-based organizations, one in each borough. Qualified organizations in each borough are limited to submitting one application for up to $1 million to support a neighborhood-based haven. Contracts for that funding will run for 2 years. I will have follow-up information on that. I'll send out an email. I don't have any deadline as of yet. Also, do you know an organization looking to improve their commercial corridor? Applications are now open for commercial revitalization grants from the New York City Department of Small Business Services, SBS, to support New York City neighborhoods. There are many programs available, including merchant organizing grants, business improvement district development grants, small business improvement grants, development grants, and public realm grants. Deadline is May 8th. For further information, visit their website at smallbusinessservices.smapply.io. That information is also left in the chat, and if you see me after the meeting, I will happily give you the registration information. And the New York City Emergency Management is hosting its 14th Annual Community Preparedness Symposium titled Stronger Together in Emergencies. It will be held on Tuesday, April 21st, 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the CUNY Graduate Center. This is a free in-person event that will bring over 200 community and faith-based leaders together to share strategies that will strengthen local preparedness, response, and recovery efforts. And registration for that event is on.nyc.gov/2026symposium.org. And last but not least, as the chair stated, we have 2 upcoming events. Our senior resource fair will be held on Friday, May 8th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in this very room. And our youth showcase will be held at the Denny Farrell Riverbank State Park on May 16th, 7 to 9 p.m. Doors open at 6:30. We have flyers available on the information table. If you need any further information, you could see myself, Tina Lumley for the youth showcase, and Walter Alexander and other members of the senior action committee for any questions that you might have. We're looking for great events for both, and we are looking for volunteers. So if you're interested in participating and helping out, please see any of us. Thank you, and that concludes my report.
Okay, we're going to try DSNY one more time. Can you bring it up on the screen?
Anything. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh. Hello. Great. Cool. Sorry about all that. Yes, as Victor mentioned, apologies, I hear a little echo myself, but I'm gonna go through it if you're not hearing it. We are gonna be doing some more milling and paving. Sorry, is it working?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. We are going to be doing some more milling and DOT is going to be doing more milling and paving in the district. So what that means is approximately 100 bins throughout the district will be removed for a couple weeks. That's going to be starting on Friday, April 17th, and Saturday, April 18th. There are only about 65 locations. What's a little bit different this time is that rather than completely removing them, they're going to be just placed on the sidewalks. So the bins will be on the sidewalks, locked, and buildings will just have to put out trash like they used to, black bags at the curb in front of their building. I have the locations here. It's on a couple streets, 152nd, 153rd, Morningside Drive, 1 23rd, one 21st, and one 16th. We have called, emailed, and canvassed all of the buildings that are impacted. There's also a couple schools that this is going to impact: IS 210, PS 125, PS 36, the Cathedral School, and some of Columbia University's locations. So everyone has been informed. We've talked to the building staff, or at least attempted to talk to the building staff. Yeah, hopefully DOT gets this work done quickly as possible so that we can get the bins back into their place.
Jonathan, I have a question. Any idea how long they will be out? I know they're doing some milling now, and it's been, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, they told us a few weeks. So we're hoping three weeks, but again, it's up to them and how long it takes.
Okay, we'll be in touch with them as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions? Yes, Andrea?
I just wonder because it coincides this time period with the potential for day to strike. I think that's Monday. And those are, many of those people involved are the people who deal with trash removal. I just wonder if this will go forward as planned if in fact there's a strike.
You heard the questions, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. It will go. It'll continue to go. Either way, this is DOT's schedule, so we're just trying to reflect that, and hopefully the strike is avoided and resolved beforehand.
I just had a question because the streets on Second and Avenue up on Sugar Hill are being repaved. There were no potholes, there were nothing wrong with that street, and it's just being repaved. I'd like to know when do we have an expected time of completion, and how will this continue to affect our neighborhood with regards to removing those garbage cans or whatever? Is it going to affect St. Nicholas Avenue, DSNY with that next?
I had the same question. I put in a question to DOT about that. I know 150th is one of those streets I've driven on, and it's been that, milled for a while. I will try and follow up tomorrow with them as well. Yeah, and Amsterdam has been like that way for 2 weeks? Right. We'll follow up. Okay. Walter?
So for the 2 weeks, are they gonna be using the bins again? Are they have to bring the bins back out, or suppose they got rid of it?
Got rid of it.
With the big checker things, they got rid of the bins, right? The garbage.
They're gonna put them on the sidewalk. The big gray bins will be on the sidewalk. And the truck will come and pick them up from the sidewalk.
No. Oh no. So
No, just moving them.
yeah, they'll be moved onto the sidewalk, but they won't be serviced from the sidewalk because there'll be cars or they'll be doing road work.
Oh, so they won't be serviced on the sidewalk?
No, you just put black bags
So
out.
they'll just put
like you
bags
would.
out on the sidewalk? Okay, back to bags.
For the 2 to 3 weeks.
So just to be clear, the bins will be moved to the sidewalk temporarily.
No, but I heard that. I think you're talking about a hotline if there are issues.
Yes.
Okay, so
Jonathan's the hotline.
yeah, so definitely
Contact him? Yeah, no. He works with us closely.
yes.
Are explicitly aware that they are to not use the bins during this time?
You reached out to all the homeowners? Yes.
Yes.
And in the back? Yes.
I have a question.
Couldn't hear that one.
So the question is, how do you get a large building here to recycle the way they're supposed to, not putting the waste, the recycling waste in regular black bags and discard it?
So you can report a building via 311, and we can issue them a summons. We also do plenty of education, so we're happy to try and reach out to the property management company. If you let us know who that is, if you have contact information, we're happy to try and either give them a summons or at least education.
Okay, I'll get the contact information from the young lady, and I'll give it to you.
Perfect, thank you.
All righty. One last question? Yes.
Jonathan, I was a little, I guess, confused in terms of how the notifications went out in the community. I can tell you on my block, 146, bags have been put out on the sidewalk, and so I don't know if people are getting confused that we're going back to that old system. And of course, there's a concern about receiving a summons as a result.
Yeah, so the communication went out via email, canvas, call to the impacted buildings. So as you know, there are some milling and paving going around right now. There's going to be additional. Our supervisors and the district staff is aware of that. They will not be issuing tickets to those that set out black bags if they have an Empire bin. If they set it out too early, like if you're setting it out before 8 p.m., then you can potentially get summons, but just for using black bags, you can't get a summons. We will continue, yeah.
Be clear, in this district, everyone has to have their bags put into some type of bin, correct?
Correct.
I asked that question because one of your colleagues told me something different, and I hope it's been corrected since then. I know either you have it in the gray bins or you have, the brownstones have their own private, approved sanitation bins, correct?
Correct.
No black bags should be on the sidewalk at this point.
Except for the
Except
milling
when
and
we're doing
paving.
this milling of the street, then it's acceptable. Okay,
Yes.
just being clear. All right, we're gonna have to move on. Jonathan, thank you so much. I'll be in touch on a couple of
Thank you.
issues. All right?
Bye.
Great. Thank you. Okay, moving on. West Harlem Development Corp. report by Pat Watler Johnson.
Oh, okay, hi. Good evening, everyone, and thank you. With permission, I received permission from the chair and the district manager to not only do my report, but I have an announcement to make after the report. So I'll go with the WHDC report first. The next board, at the time I did the report, we didn't have the date of the meeting, so the next board meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, April 28th. And at that point, at the May meeting, then I'll have an update to let you know what happened there. The search for a grant writer is still taking place, and it's ongoing. If you want information about it, you can go to the WHDC website or check the information in the report, and you can get more information about applying and everything else. I had the honor, and so did some of our colleagues here, have the honor of attending a farewell reception in honor of Mr. Curtis Archer.
Yeah.
And does everyone know who Curtis Archer is? Okay, I call him affectionately the mayor of Harlem, because in my opinion he is, but that's just me. He is in addition to being a community leader, he was a former community board 9-member years ago, but he was also retiring from his role as the president of the Harlem Community Development Corporation, which is under New York State Empire Development. There was a hosting of a reception held for him at Harlem School of the Arts, and there was many people there, Vosa Rivers, Michael Unthank from the Children's Art Carnival, Michael Palmer from West Harlem Arts Alliance, some of my colleagues here, and who I will name based on the list. Victor Edwards, our chair, was there. Also, Merida Dunn, Christopher Johnson, Laquita Henry, Tina Lumley was there also, and former member Linda Walton. It was good to see her as well. Wayne Benjamin from Community Board 12, Phoebe Sade Arnold from Columbia University, Mr. James Horton, who is the president and CEO of the Harlem School of the Arts, J.L. Sanchez, Darrell Downing, Vi Higginson, was there. Ms. Joanna Castro from WHDC was there. And also the Deputy Borough President, Ms. Maisha Smith, who presented a proclamation on and recognizing March 27th, 2026 as Curtis L. Archer Appreciation Day. It was a great day, and in my opinion, a great tribute to a wonderful person and an outstanding community leader. So it was an honor to be there. Also, yes, he deserves that. He deserves that. And there's also going to be, WHCC is hosting a nonprofits and the law workshop. There's flyers on the table. If you don't have in your packet, you can get a flyer from here. And it's going to be hosting nonprofits and the law, what you need to know. A community forum in Mixon on Thursday, April 23rd from 10 to 2 here in the Columbia Forum. The speakers include Ramona Morel, Angela Fernandez, Executive Director of the Lawyers Alliance, Mr. Jonell Henderson and Ms. Jonell Henderson, and also the Executive Director of WHDC, Mr. Ziad Ramadan. After the sessions, there'll be a networking session where everyone can talk and network and get information. There's flyers on the table, and you can go to the website, the DHCR. Was I getting ready to say DHCR? Okay, the WHDC website for more information. Are there any questions about that part of the report? Okay, thank you. Now, next, I'd like to make an announcement. In addition to my roles here at the Community Board 9, one of the roles that I'm honored to serve on is as a representative to the elevator lobby. And I want to give you, the announcement that I want to make is that the train station right here on 125th Street and Broadway, the number 1 IRT train, on April 10th, the Morningside Heights Community Coalition issued a statement announcing that the MTA and Columbia University has signed an agreement to fund elevator installations at the 125th Street station. Yes. This has been an ongoing effort for the past 6 years. And it was started by some neighbors. It was neighbors in the community who ended up becoming the 125th Street elevator lobby. And there was a coalition of stakeholders, basically from the Morningside Heights Community Coalition and the Morningside Retirement Health Services, Inc. This began in 2020 when Mr. Harry Schwartz, one of the board members, observed that none of the 3 stations at the one train in Morningside Heights had elevators. And there should be elevators there at that one station, if anywhere there should be elevators there. And I remember his statement was, Columbia is building an entire new campus, bringing in thousands of new transit riders, and Columbia should pay its fair share. Also noted that there were no elevators along the number 1 line from 96th Street up to 231st Street.
168.
Okay. And with the support of the MHCC board members, Mr. Harry Schwartz, Mr. Robert Stern, Mr. Robert Bruno, and the late Laura Freeman, the elevator lobby was born. Now, they reached out to various stakeholders, including MCB9, and requested representation at the first meeting to discuss a review of current access limitations at 125th Street, the MTA budget, what is needed, strategies for elevated campaign, MTA, elected officials, outreach, potential community stakeholders, et cetera, et cetera. The initial meeting was intended to review the situation and see what could be done and explore possibilities. I was asked by,
Pat,
at that
I hate
time.
to interrupt, but we have a long agenda, so if you can just make it shorter.
Wow, I didn't know that, okay.
Yes.
All right, let me just be, I'll try to make, but I just want to indicate that I was asked to serve as the representative to the lobby for the past 6 years, and we've done that. The community stakeholders, the list is too long to name, but I have to let you know that everybody who was asked to participate, they all gave a resounding yes to support this effort to make sure that there would be elevators there. Oh, wow,
We should
okay.
also recognize former Assemblyman Danny O'Donnell.
I'm trying to do that, but you're telling me I'm trying to get to that.
We can't do it
I'm trying to
right
get to that. So I don't want to skip over the people who were crucial to this project, including former Assemblyman O'Donnell. Okay, there were stakeholders. Okay, when the COVID pandemic hit in 2020, Community Board 9 continued to work with the elevator lobby, and we gave one of two resolutions in support of it. So we were one of the early supporters of that initiative, and it was approved unanimous support by the Community Board, and it was sent to, at that time, Chair Patrick Foy. Shortly after his election to the council, Councilmember Sean Abreu gave his support, and he also met with the MTA and Columbia University to discuss this. And in February, there was a meeting with him, as well as support from Congressman Espaillat, Assemblymember O'Donnell, Mark Levine, Barry, of course, Weinberg, Peggy Shepard of We Act, lots of people was involved with it. And that was the first correspondence that was issued. Okay. There's so much I want to tell you, but I don't want to.
We can do the next meeting, we can't do it anymore.
Okay, let me
All right?
just
The
give
next
the
meeting, you
last
can
of it.
follow up with the list.
No, okay,
We have a-
I'll just finish. Okay,
Finish.
I'll just finish. I wanted to just acknowledge the people and give thanks to everyone who was a part of this. I want to acknowledge, of course, the elevator lobby, Mr. Robert Stern, Mr. Harry Schwartz, Mr. Ron Bruno, and the late Laura Friedman, who was recognized with a street naming of Laura Friedman Way on 112th Street and Broadway. Her legacy of service will be ongoing. I want to thank CB9, especially the Uniform Services and Transportation Committee. Barry Weinberg, Victor Edwards, rest in peace to Carolyn Thomas, Carolyn Thompson, Ted Kovalev, Solomon Prophet, and April Adams. Thank you to Columbia University.
Pat, you got to finish, really. We
Let me
can't
just
go
keep
through the
going.
list.
Okay,
No,
just give me a
you
moment.
can't go through the list any further.
Well, I think I
I'm
want to
sorry.
acknowledge the
No,
legislators.
you could do it next time. We have a
Next
very
time?
long time,
Okay.
very long agenda, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. My apologies, but we have to move. You know, we get thrown out. It's not our building, we get thrown out. Yes.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Just a few quick announcements from the Morningside Heights Community Coalition. We obviously are also so thrilled about the win that the elevator lobby was able to put together, and are just looking forward to holding Columbia accountable to make sure that they actually follow through. Want to thank Victor again for coming to our rally today to open the gates at Columbia. We also had a bunch of disabilities advocates and disabled folks who live in the neighborhood there to make the case. It was a warm day. A lot of folks came out, so it was a blast. We had an event this week that was really terrific and I think relevant to folks on this community board, a community course at the Union Theological Seminary on affordable housing. We had a grad student speaker who put together a really detailed and sort of investigative look into the community benefits agreement and Columbia's relationship with the neighborhood and the Manhattanville expansion and all of that. Last thing, save the date on June 13th. We'll be having a community forum that'll take place throughout the day. More details to come. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Next up, Mr. Niles Robinson from Manhattan Borough President's Office and Porfirio. Oh, you're both speaking?
Actually, you just blew my thunder, but that's okay. I wanted to say thank you for allowing CB9 to once again be my home, but I am officially passing on the baton to Niles Robinson. My name is Porfirio Figueroa, and I'm the Deputy Director of Community Affairs.
Thank you, Porfirio. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to go over some of our Borough President Brad Hoylman's talking points before I give a personal anecdote, and I will be quick, I promise, Victor. Okay. So, unfortunately, Brad was not able to join the Morningside Heights residents today at the 116th Passageway for the Columbia University reopen to the public. He sends his regards. He was on his way, but he got caught in traffic, and then he had another obligation that had to take precedence. So he sends his apologies, but definitely supports the reopening, okay? He's excited to relaunch his volunteer corps. I know it's out here on the Link NYC They've been showing the signs, so please, if you have time, please go up and volunteer with us. We need all the help we can get to be able to keep our community strong and going, and volunteers are definitely needed, okay? Most importantly, our team is continuing to review the community board appointments and working with good government groups to strengthen transparency and independence in the process. That process is ongoing. I've already been in contact with our district manager, Yutha, so process will continue going. We are finalizing as we speak, and we will obviously let y'all know as soon as everything is finalized, okay? The office co-sponsored a youth summer resource fair last weekend in Harlem over at the State Building, connecting young Manhattanites and their families to camps, jobs, and other opportunities for the summer. Thank you for the 100+ Manhattanites who joined. Also, thank you. Last weekend, Brad attended the City College Health Fair that we had, the forum that went on. He was able to speak with the new commissioner that was appointed, and some of you were in attendance, so thank you for coming, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to build momentum and have, more health initiatives pop up into the community. And lastly, Brad was thrilled to attend the Uptown Film Tour. Together, we will restore this marquee theater into a mecca for the independent film and arts community. All right, and thank you for that. That's the end of the talking points. And now just a personal anecdote. Hello, everyone. Hello, family. Nice to see y'all again. I know I've been in this community for the past 10 years almost. A lot of y'all have seen me grow up from attending a lot of community board meetings to some other affiliations that I've been a part of. I would just want to reassure everyone that while I'm here at the community board, I am wearing my borough president liaison hat. Please only talk to me about that other stuff. I am not at liberty to discuss or convene with anything else that you have seen me a part of in these past recent years. So, and I just want to say thank you. Honestly, I'm ready to serve y'all. I'm ready to be able to be the bridge to Brad. That way we can get some of these initiatives off the ground and to be able to be here for the community, because that, above all else, is what really matters to me and to us. So thank you so much, CB9. I love that I'm here, and I'm loving the fact that I'm here to serve y'all, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Niles. Thank you. I met Niles through a mutual friend a few months ago, and he was working on stuff before he even was appointed, just working on stuff in the community. So thank you. Look forward to working with you. True. Thank you. We're going now, presentation from our Columbia fellow, a New York City fellow.
So, for those of y'all who haven't met Arnav, he's our New York City Community Planning Fellow. He's been working with us for months on a few different projects, the first of which is a community resource guide to help folks in the community access a variety of resources across housing, land use, healthcare, tenants' rights, all sorts of resources that you'd want to access. And so I'm going to be largely sharing the screen. We're going to keep it extremely brief, but we're going to share a little bit about that resource guide, and then we're going to share about the project that took up 99% of his time.
Hey guys, I'm Arnav. So I started with a resource guide regarding.
I'm closer to the
Am I audible? Yeah, I started with a resource guide for the resources nearby MCB9. Thank you so much. Yeah. This is just a brief overview of that. This could be printed and given out in further meetings, and I also have a single pager which is much more easier for use as a handout. So if there is anything that I have missed in that, please feel free to email me. I'll gladly add on to it. Now we can go to the slides. Okay, so here I was working on housing affordability and equity in CB9. So the core question that I was asking was, when we call new units affordable, they're affordable to whom? So I show three key insights. First, a large affordability gap of 125% between the regional AMI and CB9 incomes. Second, a deep imbalance in where supportive housing and services are cited. Third, a framework where CB9 can use to negotiate for housing that actually fits neighborhood incomes and distributes burden fairly. So next slide. So why is this problem that matters now? So CB9 is at a critical moment. New housing is being approved, neighborhoods are changing, and the decisions made now will shape who actually gets to stay in West Harlem. The central question is whether these new projects are priced for current residents or effectively target at higher income. This analysis is designed to give CB9 data-driven evidence it can use in negotiations and testimony so that affordability standards and supportive housing siting reflect local realities. Next slide. Looking at data, affordable is clearly not affordable in CB9. The slide lays out affordability gap. A unit that is marketed at 100% AMI affordable requires an income of approximately 145,000, while the typical CB9 household earns about 64,000. In simple terms, a unit labeled affordable often requires more than twice what most CB9 families actually make. As a result, about 70% of residents are effectively priced out of many units that still qualify as affordable on paper. So the problem is to build into the benchmark. We are using a regional AMI, but the incomes of CB9 are much lower and highly unequal. Next slide. So there are three very different housing realities for CB9. In Morningside Heights, the median income is about 56,000 with a poverty rate of 27.7%. A realistic affordability floor for Morningside Heights is around 50 to 60% AMI. In Manhattanville, the median income is about 38,000 and the poverty rate is 42.1%. Affordable housing needs to start at 30% AMI or lower. Hamilton Heights has a median income around 62,000 and most stable income profile, but still 45% of residents still cannot afford 60% AMI units. A 60 to 80% AMI tier is possible only if deep affordability is also included. So a one-size-fits-all AMI policy fails more than 65% of CB9's poorest residents. Next slide, please. Yeah. Zooming into Manhattanville, I want to talk more about that. Tract 219 is the lowest income census tract in CB9. Median income just 17,000, only about 12% of the NYC 100% AMI threshold of 145,000. At that income, a family can afford a maximum rent of roughly 440 per month. 440 USD per month. At 60% AMI, 99% of residents in Tract 219 Manhattanville are excluded from so-called affordable units. More than 70% of renters have severely cost burden, paying an unsustainable share of income on rent. The verdict is straightforward. For households in places like 219, the only meaningful solution is housing priced at or below 30 to 50% AMI. Next slide, please. So looking into the pipelines that of the housing units that are under construction or that have been constructed, there are 1,226 pipeline units, out of which just 439, about 36%, provide deep affordability at or below 60% AMI. Meanwhile, 591 units require incomes at 60% AMI or above, making them inaccessible to roughly 58% of CB9 households. Even after counting everything planned, this district still needs an additional 400 to 500 deeply affordable units in the next 5 years to meet documented need. So the pipeline is not neutral. It structurally favors high-income households and does too little to relieve rent burdens for majority of current residents. Next slide, please. So what I'm saying is that this analysis does not oppose supportive housing in CB9, The district has a genuine and documented need for these resources. The issue is not whether supportive housing belongs to West Harlem, but where it goes and who it truly serves. Every supportive housing proposal should pass two tests: an affordability test, does the project actually serve households at or below 30% AMI, or is it primarily built around 60 to 80% AMI tier? Second, an equity test. Does this project deepen an existing concentration crisis in the poorest tract, or does it help rebalance the district by sitting in underserved areas? Moving to next slide. We can also observe that CB9 is severely burdened with services. On a per capita basis, CB9's concentration of permanent supportive housing is about 3.5 times the citywide average. The NYC's Comptroller 2023 Fair Share Audit identified CB9 among the top Manhattan districts by concentration of poverty line facilities. By contrast, CB8 on Upper East Side has 53 times less supportive housing than CB9. Particularly within the tracts, tract 219 again stands out with service saturation index of 137%, and 12 of the district's mental health sites. By any fair share standard, no new supportive housing should be added here without mitigation. Tract 221 has an service saturation index of 42%, no dedicated outpatient mental health clinic, and nearest food pantry approximately 1.5 miles away. 231 has a service saturation index of 35%, only emergency room-based adult mental health care 0.7 miles away, and its nearest food pantry about 1.8 miles away. So CB9 faces two inequalities. The district is overburdened relative to Manhattan and the rest of community boards. Within CB9, the burdens are very unevenly distributed. Next slide, please.
And I think just to restate, you said that CB8 on the Upper East Side has 53 times less density of supportive housing
compared to CB9.
The adjacent district. So just wanted to restate that because that's like a mind-blowing statistic for me.
And we are 3.5 times the citywide average.
For supportive housing.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So what it means for the project review. Before taking a position on any new housing proposal, the board can start with 3 questions. Is it truly affordable to current resident? Compare the project's AMI targets to the median income of the specified census tract, not to the regional AMI. An 80% AMI unit is not affordable in tract 219, where the median income is 17,000. Second question that it can ask, does it add deep affordability? CB9 still needs 400 to 500 more deeply affordable units. Projects that only add units at 60 to 130% AMI should be treated as insufficient unless they include a real deep affordability component. And third, does it worsen concentration in burdened areas? Any project cited in high saturation tracts like 219 should be evaluated for cumulative impact and either mitigated or redirected to underserved tracts such as 221 and 231. Next slide, please. So there are 4 questions that we must ask for every project. Does it match neighborhood incomes? Does it provide deep affordability? Does it distribute services fairly? And does it include meaningful community benefits? Next slide, please. And these are the top recommendations for CB9. Push for tract level affordability standards. Replace the regional AMI benchmark with neighborhood sensitive thresholds. 20 to 30% AMI floors in the poorest Manhattanville tracts, 30 to 50 in very low income areas, and 40 to 60 in Hamilton Heights. Second, prioritize deep affordability in the pipeline. Actively support projects that deliver units at or below 50 to 60% AMI and at or below 30% AMI in tracts 219 and 229. Treat projects dominated by 60 to 130% AMI units as incomplete unless they include a substantial, deeply affordable share. Third, pause new concentration in overburdened tracts, declare a de facto moratorium on new supportive housing in Tract 219, given its 137 saturation index, and instead steer new supportive and mental health projects to underserved tracts such as 221 and 231. And fourth, apply fair share principles systematically. Demand cumulative impact assessments, use 197A community planning tools, and negotiate geographic equity commitments so that developers help fund services where gaps are largest. And finally, next slide, please. CB9 is not saying no to new housing or to supportive services. It is asserting a right to equitable sitting and income targeting that reflects fair share principles and the lived realities of households. No single tract should carry the city's entire burden, and no unit should be called affordable if it requires twice the neighborhood median income. The path forward includes tract-specific AMI standards, a service saturation index to guide where supportive housing goes, developer contribution to service expansion in underserved tracts, and annual fair share equity reports to hold the city accountable over time. Thank you. Thank you.
This report, Chair,
The presentation be shared. There was a question.
Yes.
needs to go to Abreu, it needs to go to Hoylman, it needs to go to Borough,
It will.
including,
It will.
Controller, Mark Levine.
Thank you.
And the city
And, and just to contextualize, this was a 12-slide presentation. The full document's going to be sent out to everybody to review. We're going to be exploring different avenues to publish it. Just to prep y'all, it's
a
60
60-pager
pages long. So
analysis report.
It's pretty dense. So it's
Yes.
comprehensive. So we can use this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on.
We have Lydia had her hand up.
Where do you get income levels? Yes. Where's the median? Something seems to me, wasn't work, don't.
What's the question?
But I also know that I used to tell my students at CUNY that my mother was a waitress. And she always was able to afford an apartment, okay, all over the city. That's not the case. You can't approach it from housing. You have to approach it from legislation and rent control, which nobody wants to hear. But at any rate, I'm wondering where you got those income levels, because something between Hamilton House and Morning Heights, and Morningside doesn't make sense to me. But at any rate, if you could give it, and also you're gonna share this with us. Right?
Yes.
Yep.
And the sources will be cited in the paper.
Absolutely.
All right.
It's all cited in the
The data sources and the case studies that I picked, the sites that I have picked, everything is cited in the 60-pager analysis report. I would share that. Yeah.
Okay. No.
Where did you get the income levels? Because the income levels might not be factual. In fact, some people might make more money than other people coming into the neighborhood, raising the income.
Medium income. Medium. Which is an average. It's a medium.
This is from census data?
Yep.
Census data. Okay, we're gonna have to move very quickly. Chris had a question.
Why the comparison to Community Board 8 versus Community Board 7? That's
We had both of the comparisons are in the presentation.
Also, it just goes more than CB8. It's like, let's CB3, CB7, just in case.
Shanika.
Great work, very beautiful presentation, and we really look forward to the whole project. And sometimes I seem to use affordability is supportive interchangeably. Did you mean to do that?
The words affordability and supportive interchangeably.
No.
It might be because you did a 12-slide presentation.
It might seem like in this slide, but I hear your point. There's a separate subsection in the analysis report where I've just separated the supportive and
A
affordable.
glossary of terms in the actual document where we talk about.
Jordan?
First off, great job. Second of all, your final suggestions, still on the rate of promoting equity, they were all suggestions for how we can resist building more expensive housing. The overall issue is causing
All right, okay.
We'll get back
Last-
to you on
that's
that.
a-
I think that's slightly outside of the scope of like this specific analysis, but that's definitely a.
Jordan, send me the
future
question.
we can look
I'll take it up with him and get back to you with the question. How's that? Yeah. We're going to have to stop there. We have a great bit to go. We only have 45 minutes, unfortunately.
into. Thank you.
If you have questions, send them to me. I will relay them to him. We're going into elected officials, representatives. Ruben Mitchell, still here? Oh, there he is. Thank you, sir. And you are from?
Hi, Ruben Mitchell from Assemblymember Micah Lasher's office. Great to be with you all again. Micah's up in Albany working hard to get a budget passed. I'm not going to go into the grim report. You heard from Jordan that summed it up pretty well. And I did have a big announcement, but it seems the cat's out of the bag. We're thrilled that the MTA and Columbia have reached a deal on the 125th Street elevators. This is a project that MHGC flagged to Micah right when he started running and was on his radar from day one. And basically the week he got into office, he was really, really disappointed with how stagnant it was and with the seeming lack of progress. So he did a trick he learned in the governor's office called Death by Daily Meeting, where MTA and Columbia, the three of them sat in a meeting every week for about a year until they came with this deal. So we are absolutely thrilled about it. We will hold off on going into the specific details, but in the next week or two, we are hoping we will have a press conference right under the elevator with Jano Lieber and some other electeds who were involved in this. So we're really thrilled with this and want to give a huge shout out to MHCC for their incredible decade-long work on this that is really a testament to the power of community organizing. I do want to shout out a few events that we are having in our office. A full list is in a flyer like this right over here. But upcoming, we have a representative from DOB in our office from 12 to 3 tomorrow. On April 29th from 10 to 4, we'll be holding a SNAP application benefit help. We have somebody from the city there for that. And on May 15th from 10 to 12, we'll have senior tech support in our office. Our office is located at 245 West 104th Street. That's 245 West 104th Street. And of course, you can always reach us over the phone at 212-866-3970. That's 212-866-3970. Great to be with you guys as always. And we will keep you posted on the details for that press conference and the specific details on the plan, but we are absolutely thrilled about that. So thanks, everybody.
Next up, from the mayor's office, Ovi Lattimore. Welcome, Ovi. First time here, thank you, welcome.
Hi, I'll be brief. But my name is Ovi Lattimore, come from the Mayor's Office of Mass Engagement. Mayor's Office of Mass Engagement was created on the second day, I believe, of office after executive order, which combined the public engagement unit with the community affairs unit. So we'll be continuing the work of the community affairs unit, which I know work closely with the community board, while also trying to bring in new innovative techniques and strategies to try to build on what the mayor was able to do successfully during the campaign, which was engage a lot of new folks and bringing them into the process. So we want to do that not just during elections, but also in governance. So the mission is, coordinating, executing, and on engagement that reaches, again, all New Yorkers, and making sure that we have increase our civic participation. We're going to be also working on trying to just get more feedback too. So we want to be able to make sure that we're able to just demystify government, but at the same time, we want to get as much feedback as possible. So again, it's a pleasure to be here tonight. We're going to be continuing to work on the pothole politics, so different sticking points. Please, we would love to hear about the different issues that are not moving, so we can try to move it on, while also, again, trying to push for a larger civic participation and larger systemic change. On a personal note, this is my home district. My parents moved into Morningside Drive in 1999. Both of them still reside there. So it's a real privilege to be here and to be serving in this function. Ovi Lattimore.
Ovi Lattimore.
Yeah, the third. My father's also named Ovi. I can give you that too, yeah.
Thank you. One question, that's it. Well, like I said, we're running late, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Like it was a big project for him. Have you heard what we have been saying? No. You need to send it to him.
Okay.
You need to tell him to come.
I'd be happy to stick around afterwards, so I can
Yes.
talk to you about that. Yeah.
We have waited for you for
Slap.
months.
Okay.
We've been asking for Spike to come here and see what's happening.
Got you.
Now we have him, yes.
No, that's why I'm here, so I can pass along that message that
Right.
he needs to get out here.
We'll
That
be
is-
meeting
yeah, yeah.
regarding 1727. We'll be meeting with you
Look forward to
regarding
it.
that. Thank you. Next up, from Councilmember Youssef Salam's office. Fran Collymore, thank you.
Good
Fran.
afternoon, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm also here with Samantha Lowe. She's our Director of Community Engagement. And real quick, I just want to let you guys know on Monday, we'll be having, he'll be hosting the Veterans Town Hall here this Monday at the Forum. And also every Wednesday, every first Wednesday of each month at our office at 163, we'll be having veterans get the benefits that you deserve also. And just real quick, I'm just going to read also just an update of what the council member's been doing. He met with the mayor, Mendami, at Bellevue Hospital to open the city's first outposted therapeutic housing unit, a 104-bed clinical facility that will move the most medically vulnerable people of Rikers Island and into a setting where they can actually get the special care that they need. This is a real step towards closing Rikers Island, towards treating every New Yorker, including those in custody, with dignity. And
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next up online, Gabriella from Sean Abreu's office.
Hi, can everyone hear me? Can everyone hear me? I know we were having technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Some reason we're not hearing you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, we'll come back to you, Gabriella. We'll see if we can get that repaired. In the meantime, we're going to go into public session.
All right, good evening. First up, Robert
Tell them
Burke.
how much time.
Is Robert Burke here regarding the Hudson River?
He's online.
Oh, Robert, you have
we can't do
3 minutes. Can you hear us, Robert? Oh,
I can hear you, but I don't think, can you hear us?
next. Okay, next, WHCR, Harlem Community Radio. Is that person here?
Yes.
Thank you. 3 minutes.
Thank you so much.
Lock on now.
Okay, thank you so much, District Manager Prince, for allowing me to speak today. So my name is Keziah Sullivan. I'm the General Manager for WHCR Harlem Community Radio. And I'm here today because I want to share, we are in our 40th year. We had the opportunity to be at Curtis, his celebration. It was wonderful. And Curtis is also, Archer is also, he has a show on WHCR. And so our theme is we are the voice of Harlem. Everything that you're speaking about tonight should be on our air, right? That is where we are able to get the word out and say, this is what's happening. This is what the community needs to know. We are owned and operated by the City College of New York, and I know that there is a connection with City College. WHCR is a community radio station, and we are forward-facing. We also work with the students in the various programs. We're also supporting WCCR, which is a student-led radio station. Just some information I'm leaving for you. I have a schedule with our information on it, telephone number, email address. On April 30th, we are hosting our 40th anniversary, 40 years in radio. We want to have another 40 years. So We are going to have an event at the international, well, it is an International Jazz Day event at Aaron Davis Hall. We'll have Bobby Sanabria, Allison Williams, Antoinette Montague. We're going to have a great lineup. And if you can't make that, we're going to do more. I'm looking to build a relationship. We also have Latin programming. We have a block of Latin programming daily. And so I'm leaving one of the flyers here. You know, I just really want to develop this relationship. I'd like to be able to know everybody on a first name basis. I know that's a lot, but we are building. We are a small team, so be patient with us. We're a mom and pop shop, and we are building. But thank you so much for allowing me to speak tonight. I look forward to connecting with everyone here. Thank you.
Yeah.
WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. Harlem Community Radio. I am Keziah Glow, Keziah Sullivan Norman, but I go as Keziah Glow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Walter? 3 minutes, Walter. Good.
Promises. But you know I want to sing, but we ain't gonna go there. You've heard it a lot of times tonight. I'm the co-chair of Senior Action Committee. Right here, May 8th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., we're having our 4th annual Senior Resource Fair. They have been very successful. We grew from just our little office up the way, and now we overwhelm here. We have a lot of folks coming. We're in the process of pulling everything together. If it's possible, I can use a volunteer with a laptop to sit at the desk to get seniors' addresses and input it rather than writing, because once folks write, we may not be able to read the addresses. We do need to rebuild our senior mailing addresses so we can send information out. Hope you can come. Oh, one more thing. The entertainer that I had to come to entertain us will not be able to make it, so I usually have somebody come and poetry, sing, something entertaining. So if you can, if any suggestions, if you need my information, it's available. Please come, spread the word. There's flyers right here on the table. Let the seniors in the area know, okay? That's it. That wasn't even 2 minutes. I got time to sing.
Is she here?
Please don't start him.
Can we let her speak? Okay, next, thank you, Walter. Harlem One Stop, or is the person here? Oh, okay.
Hi, thank you so much. My name is Jennifer Weiser, and I'm the Director of Commercial Revitalization at Harlem One Stop. And thank you very much. And for the past year, I've helped organize and striving to organize the 442 storefront businesses in Hamilton Heights. And we've been meeting, it's been successful, and then we applied to access the SBS Avenue NYC grant. And it's a 3-year opportunity to focus on the ways that we can bring investment and help support the businesses that are here to grow and to make sure that the neighborhood is served by wonderful businesses. So that process is underway, and I'm going to keep it short, but we are continuing to seek, like it's a collaborative process. So we've started meeting with the committees of the community board and hope to continue to engage members, as well as build more support and interest from neighbors through this process. I want to introduce Jordan, who's my new colleague, who has some news as well.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having us tonight, and thank you, Jen. My name is Jordan Burt McGregor. I was fortunate to just start with Harlem One Stop. I'll be managing and coordinating events and community engagement this summer. So we're really looking to put together a great program of authentic programming with the open streets on 142nd between Amsterdam and Johnny Hartman Plaza, with some other one-off events, hopefully to coordinate some other activations at Johnny Hartman Plaza to get great local talent from the Harlem area, Hamilton Heights area, and just make it really true to the neighborhood. I'm really looking forward to working with this community. I'd love to connect with folks after if you'd like to be involved in the programming. I'm a lifelong public servant. I also work with the the Connect All office with Empire State Development, and I'm fortunate to also be able to work on some cool digital equity initiatives in New York City and New York State. So separately, if anyone has any messages for us at that office, please reach out to me.
Thank you. Lydia, you're up next. Yeah, you submitted, your name is on this paper.
Lydia?
That's me. Lydia, oh, Lydia. I just wanted to mention, the last meeting I had spoken about a bill that was being considered in our council about police being able to set up buffer zones where we would be permitted to exercise our right of free speech, to avoid criminalization of using our rights to free speech. And it was passed recently as a veto-proof bill. And I was also shocked to hear that it was our council person who sponsored this bill. I'm very concerned about this also because Kathy Hochul is also considering a statewide bill, which in Trump's America is martialization of our right to peacefully protest is under attack on every level. So I'm very, very concerned about it. I actually contacted somebody on WBAI, and they did a program about the bill, and they had somebody from the New York Civil Liberties Union discuss this, and they said we have enough laws on the books to make sure that people obey the laws of peaceful protest. There's a lot behind this passage of this bill, but it's very much, I think, something that we should all be concerned about, especially if Hochul tries to pass one on the state level. But this is Trump's America, and I thought we could expect more from our council that is supposed to be responsive to us. And I just wanted to make a mention of that.
Thank you, Lydia. Whitney Dearden,
Okay, I can wait.
is Whitney here?
Can I just make a quick point? Very quick.
Very
Just
quick.
Really quick.
Come on, Whitney, meanwhile.
My understanding is that Intro 175B, which is for buffer zones at institutions of higher learning or schools generally, does not have a veto-proof majority. So folks can still advocate for the mayor not to sign on to that bill. Okay. We'll get it sorted.
Pass it back.
And to you.
I'll be so fast. I'm the Director of Public Programming at the Riverside Park Conservancy. Thank you so much. I always love coming here, especially in April, because our full event schedule is now available. This is hot off the press. Community Board 9 will be the first people to receive it physically because they just came to the office today. For those of you who don't know us, we're Summer on the Hudson. We're the events festival that takes place 59 to 181. So Riverside South, Riverside Park, West Harlem Piers, the southern part of Fort Washington Park, all up and down the Hudson River. Concerts, movies, fitness classes, festivals, kids programs, educational workshops. All summer long, everything's free. No registration, just show up. I have a card here if anybody wants it. I'll kind of float around and hand it out. But on page 5 is an email address where you can reach us, soh@riversideparknyc.org. Come say hi. I hope to see you all in the park this summer.
Thank you.
It's all free.
Yes. All right, James Roten. Are you here, James? Going once, going twice.
Hello?
Next.
My God.
All right, Riverside Hawks. All right.
Okay, you know there's a short person coming up here. Good evening, everybody. My name is Alicia Barksdale. I am a coach for the Riverside Hawks, and we have a summer camp for kids coming up, and I'm going to give you the information real fast. It's Riverside Hawks Summer Camp, 4 weeks. Week 1, July 6th to the 10th. Week 2, July 13th to the 17th. Week 3 is July 20th to the 24th, and week 4 is the 27th to the 31st. The cost is $250 per week. Hours is 9 to 3 p.m. Discounts and scholarships available for West Harlem residents.
Thank you. All right, This, was there a question?
Age group.
Thank you. No name, Community Board 9 regarding youth showcase, performance showcase. Who submitted that? Oh, all right, Tina. Hurry, hurry. Chop, chop.
Hello, everybody. MCB9, Arts and Culture, Youth Education, Youth Art, sorry. MCB9, Arts and Culture, Youth Arts Subcommittee, and the YEL Committee are presenting an Harlem Youth Performance Showcase where the Denny Farrell Riverbank State Park, Robert Frederick Smith Center for the Performing Arts. When? May 16th from 7 to 9. We have an array of performers from Jazz Power Initiatives to Grant Houses Stompers. Come out, it'll be a great time, and we want to support our youth. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, next and last, Randy Vasquez. Randy? I know you're here. Okay.
Good evening, how are you? I'm presenting myself today because we're opening a brand new business in the community, and I wanted to the board and the community to meet me. I'm opening a dispensary on 125th Street, and just wanted you guys to meet me.
What kind of a dispensary?
Cannabis. A legal one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, and
All right.
we're here to help with the community, want to be part of it, and want to help develop my business with you guys and grow with you guys out.
So, to add to that, there are flyers on the table. We will be meeting with Randy on Thursday next week, the 23rd, in the CB9 office. It's an open meeting, so people who want to come and speak further, express support, concern, or anything else, we are hosting that meeting, and we have flyers on the table that you could pick up and share so that we can encourage community engagement. So I wanted to add that. Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome, thank you for coming.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, that's the end of the public session. Thank you.
Okay, moving on to action items and resolutions. First item up is the grant application to revitalize the East Gym and Auditorium at PS 125, AKA Ralph Bunch School. Who's presenting that?
It's actually a ratification. The executive committee acted on behalf of the full
Skin reactions can occur. It'll wait away for face masks, tongue, or throat swelling. About to review or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint anxiety, or hair infection.
Any questions regarding this ratification? It was passed exec board. I heard unanimous consent, and I heard a second. Anybody objecting or, okay, abstaining? Okay.
No abstentions,
No.
no no's.
Right, so it passes. Thank you, YEL. Next up is letter of support for New York City Open Streets proposed, submitted by the KIPP School in West Harlem. Coming out of where? Oh, she's there.
Previous letter of support, so it's in your packet, so if you have any questions, but this is a letter of support for the Open Street proposal right there on West 133rd Street, right in front of KIPP School.
And that will consist of closing the street?
Oh, yes,
certain times?
it would consist of closing the street Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 a.m. and then again from 3 to 4 p.m. And it would just be a one-way, it wouldn't be closed.
closed.
Yeah, totally closed, so. And we had a whole walkthrough with the MTA, with DOT, with the school and the school's principals, so. All right.
Do we have unanimous consent?
You know the flavor too.
No, no abstentions. Okay, I thought I saw a hand, are we good? Oh, one?
Next up is item 3, Hudson River Community Sailing Expansion to West Harlem Piers. Come. Can't get 'em. Yeah, no.
Yeah, just really quickly, Hudson River Community Sailing is a really wonderful nonprofit organization. They do programming for young folks throughout New York City to teach them how to sail, to teach them how to navigate water. They had programming all the way uptown at a bay that is being closed at Dyckman, and are now hoping to build permanent programming that'll go beyond the 2 years that the Dyckman Marina will be closed. And they're hoping to do it at the West Harlem Pier. And so we passed a resolution in the Economic Development Committee to bring to the General Board. So, okay, all right.
Unanimous consent, I hear a second. Okay. No objections, no abstentions. Okay, great. Moving on, item number 4, thank you. Reso in opposition to intro 0012026. Buffer zone.
What's going on, y'all, again? So yeah, actually, Lydia's presentation at the last meeting motivated me because, you know, essentially, this is a resolution in opposition to the buffer zone bills that were recently passed. You know, they were passed with very little input from the community. They're giving broad, sweeping powers to the NYPD to designate what is considered an acceptable versus an unacceptable protest. And I don't know about you, but I have very low faith in the NYPD to make that determination on their own. You know, so if you're not opposed to it because it's an expansion of powers of the NYPD, if you're not opposed to it because it's a very blatant attempt to criminalize, you know, pro-Palestinian protest against, you know, displacement, against land sales in Gaza, against, you know, all of these blatantly, you know, unconstitutional things, just oppose it because it's like a bad idea and it's, you know, unconstitutional itself. So that's the resolution.
So yes means you're supporting it?
You're supporting the resolution that opposes the bill. All right, let's do it.
Okay, any other abstentions?
Lives across the country, only our parents.
Wagner Johnson.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
And I think the goal is to maybe contact some of our sister community boards and see if we can, because just to very, very briefly, I know that this was passed, you know, with a veto-proof majority, but Zoran still has the ability to veto it. And then if it is vetoed, then they have to pass it over his veto. So we can still get those council members, Yusuf Salam, Sean Abreu, to come off of the bill if it is vetoed. And if we get we get our sister districts on the same page, then we can peel off enough people to where it is no longer a veto-proof majority. That's the strategy.
Thank you. Item number 5, letter of support for 27 Hamilton Terrace redesign. Oh,
Yes, thank you. So this is a letter of support for approval of 27 Hamilton Terrace, presented by Reform Architecture. They presented at both our Landmarks Preservation and Parks Committee, as well as the Executive Board Committee, and received unanimous support. The applicant is proposing some exterior changes, namely the installation of a sliding door, and that has limited visibility from St. Nicholas Avenue. So they address the key design considerations. There is a bulkhead height difference. It's actually getting smaller, and they confirm compliance with all applicable code requirements. Let me skip down here. They did also conduct community outreach at our request by posting signage in the immediate area. There was no negative feedback from community members, and the board hasn't received any negative feedback either or opposition. And we just wanted to commend the applicant for conducting proactive community outreach, which is important to us in our committee. Honorable Marquise Bell also went to the site and chatted with folks and saw the signage up. So we do recommend approval of this application. Did you share on that? For 27 Hamilton Terrace? Because I don't think you were at that meeting when they presented. That's a different project.
Different building.
Yes,
Yes.
not the same. Thank you, everybody.
Unanimous consent. I hear a second. Any abstentions? One abstain. Okay. Thank you. Next up, item 6, proposed speed limit reductions in Manhattan Community Board 9.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Solomon Prophet, co-chair of Uniform Services and Transportation. Just wanted to let you know, earlier this month, we received notice from the Department of Transportation, from the Manhattan Borough Commissioner Danielle Zuckerman, that they're proposing to implement some speed zones in our district. Starting, the first zone is going to be on Convent Avenue between 135th Street and 140th Street. That's along the A. Philip Randolph Campus High School. What's going to be happening there, that speed zone will be restricted to 15 miles an hour. So on Convent between 135th and 140th. In addition, there will be a speed zone at 143rd Street between Convent Avenue and Hamilton Place that is outside of the Our Lady of Lourdes School. And then the third speed zone that was proposed was on 152nd Street between Broadway and St. Nicholas Avenue. And that is adjacent to PS and IS 210. That's the 21st Century Academy for Community Leadership. So those are the proposed speed zones. In addition, so we were asked to comment. We have an additional request. The letter is in your packet. So we're asking them to consider another area in our district to add a speed zone in. And hold on, I'm trying, it's on Amsterdam Avenue between 146th Street and 147th Street. That's currently serving PS 153, Adam Clayton Powell Junior Elementary School. So we're asking them to consider that as a speed zone, as well as adding more signage, some traffic calming measures within these zones. We just don't want just a new speed limit kind of posted, right? They need to be more proactive, letting the community know that the speed limit has changed. So that's what this letter is about.
Furniture is now in. Casual factory. The bricks 11 and a half.
We have a no vote?
So as long as your couch is.
We have to vote.
The exterior.
Okay, we'll call the roll, take the vote.
All right, here we go. Everyone, please, so we can get through this. We don't have a lot of time.
My brain, this specific area, rated an A on pitch, and 8 out of 10 rates. Okay, I'd like to get that through the listening.
Walter? Yes. Marquise? Andrea?
Yes, here has me feeling.
Krista? Caldwell? Cameron?
Don't think I'll leave.
Juan?
Prince Bailey.
Gretchen?
Real every day. Without taking my time. This.
Oh, Dijon?
Yes.
Elizabeth?
Yes.
Westmore?
John Martin Green. Michael Gross. Daria Hardiman. Abstained.
Darius abstained.
Monique.
Yes.
Laquita Henry. Heather Jason. Chris Johnson.
Huh?
Pat Watler Johnson.
Good, George?
Christina Maria Lopez.
Good, George?
Tina Lumley.
All right.
Rhea McDonald. Deidre McIntosh Brown. Alana Mercado. Portia Magoya. Lena. Solomon Prophet.
Yes.
Teresa Coles Reagan. David Ratner. Teen Saucy. Jordan Scherer. Shantae Styles. Francine Waring. Shanika Wilson. And Abraham was a no. Alexander Abraham, sorry. He's a no. That's why we did that. I'm sorry.
Serious infections, blood loss, allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. Speaking of adverse cases, the base group plus that's infection and use. Don't take allergic or habit infection.
Passes.
Okay, I think we need the count for the record.
Yes.
I can get that.
Did you hear it?
No, say it again for her.
Okay, 40 yes, 1 no, 1 abstention. You're welcome.
Passes. Thank you all.
Chair, would you like me to do the liquor license applications?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to quickly run through the renewal liquor license applications, as well as there are 2 corporate changes this month. 7, 8, and 9, items 7, 8, and 9 are renewal liquor license applications. The first one is La Flor de Broadway, 3395 Broadway, that's on between 137th and 138th Street. The next one is Louis Amsterdam Inc., that is 3147 Broadway, that's on the corner of LaSalle Street, just south of us. And then we have Good Luck Harlem Corp., AKA Bricola, that is on the corner of 145th and Amsterdam, I believe? St. Nick, sorry, yes, St. Nick. So all 3 of these establishments had no issues, no violations. They were passed unanimously by UST, and NYPD had no issues with them. 2 of them are in the 30th precinct, 1 within the 2-6.
Okay.
Caldwell and Jason abstain.
Correct, for all 3.
All right, the next 2, number 10 and 11, are corporate change applications. This has to be filed whenever a principal owner on a liquor license changes. So for number 10, it's Meyer Star Restaurant Corp., 3640 Broadway. They're located between 150th and 151st Street. And then number 11 is El Nuevo Capri Restaurant, 3379 Broadway. That's on the corner of 137th Street, adjacent to the subway station. There were no issues with either of these locations. Both of them are just having the principal owners modified on the liquor license application. Okay, just a reminder, please fill out your pink sheet and turn it in. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Not yet. Thank you. Any, excuse me, we're not quite done yet. We have a few minutes. Any old business to be brought up this evening? Any new business? No, it doesn't go here. It goes over there. Go ahead.
May I? At the,
Can you hold it down a little bit, please? Let's be respectful of our board members.
we have a little square there on St. Nicholas Place. What's the name of that again, Heather?
Yeah.
The Donnellan Square.
Yes.
Over at Donnellan Square, we work very hard to clean up our clean the neighborhood. And Sugar Hill is the pearl of Harlem. Up there is a working class neighborhood formulated by hardworking working class people to put their children through colleges. So the neighborhood has been upkept for close to 100 years. And now we find that little square right there where we had it cleaned up. We now have these people from these little residents, these transient residential people that are now coming in once again, and we are finding in the morning needles and debris in Donnellan Square, where in fact the people and friends of Donnellan Square has taken a lot of time to clean up that place. We ask that the community board see to it that the police this place at night and make sure that these residents, especially from that Dawn Hotel, do not go in during night and disrupt those residents over there at St. Nicholas Place. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Thank you, Ms. Colwell. In addition, what I would suggest, the 30th Precinct is having a meet and greet for the new captain on the 25th of this month. I don't know if we have a flyer there. That would be a good time to bring people from the park and let them know, all right? We'll take it up as well, all right? Thank you. Any other new business? If not, a motion to, Daria?
You know, I was the online bus from the Dollar
Oh,
Store.
great, I'll let them know. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I just want to say thanks to,
So one other thing that was just mentioned to me, this is the first time in several years we had full attendance, full attendance. Thank you.
just a quick thanks for the donation of water and COVID test kits, and those kits have more than the COVID test by Heritage Healthcare Center.
So there's COVID test kits on the counter over here if you'd like to pick one up, and water, if you'd like to do that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time, your effort. Thank you.